It remained unclear whether a helmet receiving a higher star rating actually could correspond to a lower concussion risk, adding that no helmet can guarantee that that you're not going to have a concussion. Now, here's where we bring the NFL into it. 4 years ago, Virginia Tech newly introduced the STAR system, and it shook the football helmet industry. At that time, just one had initially had 5 stars out of 26 tested. Now, 12 received 5 stars, and 8 received 4 stars. So now we're up to like 20 that are above standard. And you might be wondering why I'm reading all this stuff to you or telling you all this stuff and why I may have a problem with this whole thing. Here it is. Here's the coup de grace. Here's the bullet to the head right here. When smart people start talking, I shut up and I listen. Regardless of the helmet, this is Dr. Ashur, the HECC president. Regardless of the helmet, the brain sits in a shallow bath of cerebrospinal fluid and cannot be fully protected. What you really want to do, you want to put a helmet on the brain, not the skull, said Ashur. You understand? Like, this is the problem. This is the old, don't look over here, look over here. Don't worry about this thing. No. A concussion, I don't give a damn what the helmet looks like.
Right.
Your brain is going to move inside your skull if you hit the ground and your head hits the ground, like we saw on this weekend. Who was that? That whose head bounced off the ground this weekend? That's gonna bother me, man. Because that concussed is what there was. Anyway, so all this foolishness is basically one is helmet companies now are going to profit off of this. Let me tell you how much a damn hockey helmet costs, dude. Because I have that information here. A Bauer hockey helmet is going to run you $269.99, cuzzo.
Really?
Yeah. They got another one here for $99. You want to spend $100 on it? They got one that's $67. This Reebok joint, I'm sure this is going to protect everything for the $50. Yeah, you can try that one out, Rob. The $50.
No, I wouldn't.
Or you can
that sounds like instant concussion.
You can get this Eastern, but see, that's what I'm saying. Stop saying that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And here's the other thing that's not in this article that they were talking about on the show on Sunday, is that the way they were testing it in G forces, like a direct blow. And actually, the scientist that was talking to Bob Lee was talking about something called circular impact or circular motion, how most concussions happen. So Bob's like, so what you're saying is the test is flawed. He said, that's exactly what I'm saying. The test is absolutely flawed. Because if all you're going to do is put a helmet on a dummy and just like cock back this
hammer just hit.
Yeah, cock back this huge, it was like a big old sledgehammer. And it was like, pow, just knocking the hell out of this damn dummy. He's like, that's not accurate on how a concussion would happen anyway. So to say that this particular helmet is better than this one because it'll withstand so many more G forces, it doesn't matter. Again, your brain is sitting inside of liquid.
Right.
So when you get hit in the head, it's going to move.
Because the helmet protects the skull, but nothing is protecting the brain.
Right.
Essentially, that's
right.
Sure.
Unless you get some sort of new age helmet that you can put in like a syringe and like squirt it in somebody's ear, and it just wraps around the brain. You know what I mean?
Right.
And keeps it from moving. Yeah, Cassie's still gonna be getting concussed like hell, man. And speaking of that, see, this is the stuff I had from last week. Not that. That just happened this week, but like last week before too. This where is it? Because like 2 weeks ago, the NFL's head health and safety advisor, a guy named Dr. John York, he works for the 49ers. Once again, get your drinks ready. He says, quote, "I think the game has gotten safer. I have no problem with Borland's conclusion, talking about the retirement of Chris Borland. I just think there are things that show positive trends." Yeah, I'll allow that one too. That's the same thing. He just kind of said it in different words. The game has gotten safer. I just think things that show, think there are things that show positive trends. Same thing, B. Take a drink, everyone. But the thing that caught my attention was this article called And the name of the article was U.S. Army Research Laboratory Helps NFL. And what the NFL has done, they're kind of like doing like this, the way it was described in the article, kind of like a reality show contest, but it's not a reality show. Don't mistake what I'm saying for saying that the NFL is holding some type of reality show based around concussion technology. But what they're doing, they got these smart Army guys, and they're doing the same thing. They're trying to develop technology to, again, protect the head, when in reality, you can do that all you want to. And basically what they're doing it for, they started doing it for the soldiers, the guys who are out in active duty, to help protect them from being like shot in the head and things of that nature. But the guy, you know how smart people are. They're smart. So the guy says, okay, well, if it'll help with this, maybe it'll help with this. He doesn't know, but he's a smart dude, so he wants to give it a shot anyway. And since the NFL is offering money for people to have these who have these ideas, or who have the capabilities and the smarts to maybe try to develop this technology, they're gonna do what they can, because all they want to do is continue to tell people that the game is safer, and we're doing all we can to eliminate concussions, when in reality, first of all, that's not going to happen, and two, that was never the issue. Like, none of these old players that, the Jim McMahons and the Dave Duerson, their complaint was not, and I'm going to keep repeating this and make sure everyone who hears this podcast understands, their complaint was not and was never the fact that they got concussions, because common sense tells you can't keep hitting your head against people. Now, they may not have known what the concussion was scientifically, but they all knew what got my bell rung. And everyone knows what unconscious is. Like, when you get knocked unconscious, everyone knows what that is. The problem was, when the NFL had information, they had the information that these head injuries would lead to long-term disabilities and have long-term effects, negative effects on people. They told them that it wouldn't. They blatantly lied and said, no, they won't. That was the problem from Jump Street. So all this garbage about, we're trying to eliminate the head from the game. Okay, again, look at this shiny thing over here. Don't worry about this thing over here. Same deal, man. So I'm just like with my NCAA mission, I'm making it my mission to dispel all the foolery, because again, ESPN picks it up, and because most people aren't as weird as I am, and sit around and just want to like read about all this stuff all day long, they depend on ESPN. They depend on ESPN and ESPN Radio and Mike and these dudes and whatever to get this type of information, even though it's wrong and wrong can be. If you don't believe me, that's what the Google machine is for. Just Google it. That's what the initial complaint was, that the NFL lied. They lied, and Roger Goodell.
Not the NFL.
And Roger Goodell has found a way to just change the narrative. Well, we're going to make the game safer. The game will never be safe. It's football. So if Julius Peppers is hitting Marshawn Lynch, it's a car wreck every time. That's it. It's a car wreck. There's no way you can avoid it. It's just going to happen. I told y'all about Ryan Clark last week. He was talking about that one of the few concussions that he got in his career playing safety was not because of a head-to-head hit. Someone's knee hit him in the head and knocked him out. Okay. Regulate that out the game. Find a way to do that. What rule change is that going to be? You got to run with your legs straight? You can't bend your knees when you run? You're not going to make this game safe. Stop lying to people. But, there are very few times in life where I'm the beacon of truth. Again, I tell you guys again, I'm not that good of a person, just in general. Yeah. So, what else is going on in the NFL? Aaron Hernandez.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah,
shout out to his old lady, man. Shout out to his old lady.
That's his old. Oh, I don't know how long she goes. Yeah, that's probably what she's about to be. His old lady.
What you mean? Why? What you mean?
But I'm just saying, like, I think that whole the testimony she gave today, like, I think that hurt him.
Dude, that bro been saying the same thing for 2 days. I don't remember. I don't remember nothing.
Well, no. What she said she didn't remember was she didn't remember what dumpster she put it in.
No, she said she didn't remember a bunch of stuff. She was like, so did he come to the house with Odin Lloyd? She was like, I don't remember.
I don't know, right? But I'm just talking about as far as the box and the gun, you know, where the gun was allegedly supposed to have been in.
She couldn't say anything about the box. They had her on camera. They had her on camera taking the box out, so she couldn't be like, I ain't know nothing about no box. Nah, she was like, yeah, he told me to take the box out, but I ain't look in it. I ain't know what was in there, and I don't know where I put it at. Yeah, she holding her dude down because she got her deal out the way. Now she's like, he's still gonna go to jail. Don't get it twisted. And
as soon as this is over, he got a couple more murder charges that he got to pay.
They sending his black ass to jail off this one anyway. He going to jail. Like, you think this trial might be as circumstantial as they get? He going to jail.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, like they found the partially smoked blank that had his
footprints
DNA on it, and murder scene,
everything.
Yeah, all of that.
Got this dude on tape tearing up the phone, breaking his phone. Like, yeah, there you go, Aaron.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but yeah, she held her dude down, man, as best she could, because like she couldn't just get up on there and just lie, because part of the deal was that her testimony had to be truthful.
But she lied already.
Right. So you can't tell me what I remember than what I don't remember. Yeah. There's that.
Yeah. But then the typical athlete thing came out where she started talking about, he cheat, and I just turned a blind eye.
Yeah, I was all about that. I was like, my girl. I was like, why you trying to fight an uphill battle? Yeah, just roll with it. Yeah. I was like, you know what? I like her more. Like, the more and more she talks, I was like, other than the fact that her boyfriend is a murderer, she'd make somebody a good woman. Yeah, she didn't fold up on that dude, got off the stand, whispering to that dude, I love you. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do, brad. Good for her. But you're still not going to get him off. Your damn daughter's going to grow up watching her daddy through glass or talking to her daddy through glass.
Giving her daddy pounds through the glass.
Yeah.
Give me some, little mama.
Because for some reason, he decided being an NFL tight end, an all-pro tight end wasn't good enough. He had to add serial killer to his damn resume.
Right.
So there's that. We got about...
Hey,
go ahead.
I wonder how he feel. I mean, I know he wants his freedom. But I'm just saying, dude, like being locked up and watching the Patriots win the Super Bowl, like that.
They didn't let him. They didn't let him watch the Super Bowl.
Oh, they didn't even let him watch.
Sure didn't. Nope, they told me he couldn't. I don't know what difference it would have made, but they told me he couldn't watch Super Bowl. So, there's that.
I would have been a suicide alert after that.
That dude ain't gonna kill himself. He killed other people. We got 2 more minutes. Here's a story that's based all around irony. The definition of Mike Tyson's old Ohio house. They're about to turn it into a church.
Amen.
How much debauchery do you think went on in that crib?
Hey, looking at that house and the room with the pool was like a whole, that room with the pool, it was like the pool never ended.
Yeah.
And the jacuzzi,
so much debauchery.
God.
Cocaine.
And then it got out in the middle of nowhere.
Broads. Mike Tyson was there. That's all you got to tell me is Mike Tyson was there. I'll fill in the blanks in my own imagination of how bad it was. Yeah, it just was terrible. Terrible in a good way. About a minute to go here in the last hour of tonight's podcast. I guess Manny Pacquiao, there's some rumors that he's hurt a little bit. He's got a little calf injury going on.
Well, it's not injury. I mean, the calves, that's just been one of his issues the last few fights. That's really why he hasn't, ain't knocked nobody out really, because the calves, calves been giving him issues. So,
dude, they ordered this dude some $1,800 cream. What kind of damn cream? Yeah, dude.
Miracle cream.
Yeah.
Clear.
Him and Tim Tebow. Cuba Gooding was hanging out with Pacquiao. Like, he got all the wrong dudes hanging out with him. So.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Bo Jones before I forget.
Yeah,
show.
I think I'm gonna check that out too, man. When we get off here.
The new radio show. Yeah, 9 to 11 on ESPN Radio, Monday through
Oh,
Friday.
we gotta get us through all the promo. He don't show us no love.
Well, I'm just saying. I got
This show is called the Sports Kings Podcast. It's being heard on Spreaker.com, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. You can get at us at Sports Kings Live or email us sportskingslive@gmail.com.